Hello, good morning.
My name's Alethea, this is Got You Covered. Today I'm going to be talking about designer brands on TikTok. And just designer brands in general using influencers to make you feel like you need designer stuff. Let's hop right into the video. I had an assignment for my fashion merchandising class where we have to keep up with fashion in the news, write something on a discussion post, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just doing general like fashion in the news research to come up with something to write about. And I came across this article talking about how luxury brands are flocking to TikTok to basically advertise their stuff on TikTok, even though TikTok is an app that's primarily used by teens. So it kind of got me thinking, okay, why are they doing this? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious they want people to buy their stuff, but most teens don't have a lot of money, not enough to be buying like Prada and Gucci and Louis Vuitton. So what are they doing on TikTok? The big story of luxury brands on TikTok right now is them sending Charlie, how the heck do you say her name? Charlie D'Amelio? I have to look up how to say her name because I don't know. Of course I've seen her because I'm on TikTok. I'm not embarrassed to admit it. Charlie.
Hey guys, it's Charlie and I'm super excited to be sharing with you my first ever YouTube video on my YouTube channel.
She doesn't say her last name.
Just kidding. Hey guys, it's Charlie and I'm super excited to be
Okay, I'm gonna make up how to say this name. Charlie D'Amelio. Nailed it. Okay, whatever. She's famous on TikTok. You probably know who she is. So, she has a YouTube video that she released. I'm clearly prepared. So a week ago, she released a video said, I went to Milan Fashion Week. It has like 2 million views already. It's been out for literally 1 week. And a bunch of TikToks relating to her being at this Prada fashion show. Very big deal. She's only 15. So if I was 15 going to Milan to go see a Prada fashion show, I'd be losing my absolute mind. So I'm not knocking her for doing this at all. What I think is interesting is that this was a sponsored trip. Prada wanted her to go to Milan Fashion Week to be seen wearing Prada clothing, hanging out with Prada models, and just generally being around this like crazy huge like bougie kind of fashion week. Like it's a big deal. There's a lot of huge brands. It's not American Eagle and H&M Fashion Week. It's like huge luxury brands. Think like thousands of dollars per item. And she's a 15-year-old marketing to other 15-year-olds and younger. I don't know what the age limit is on TikTok, but it's definitely like children and teenagers for the most part, especially her fans. And again, I don't fault her for basically advertising for Prada. They probably paid her a good amount and that's good. Like she should get paid for her content. There's other TikToks that I don't know if they're being paid or not to advertise this stuff. I feel like they are because it seems so ridiculous and over the top. Like people don't really act like this. Like it seems like an ad.
Hey yo, Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang.
You're probably thinking it's very bold of me to play these TikToks with sound because I might get demonetized. Well, joke's on you. My account is not eligible for any sort of monetization, so ha 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 ha.
I've noticed on every other social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, even YouTube, you have to disclose whether or not something is an ad. But so far on TikTok, I've never seen a hashtag ad. So I'm pretty sure it's not regulated the same way. So you could have a video of you just simply wearing Gucci stuff, hanging out in the store, showing an emotional story of you giving something to your mom, and it doesn't have to be disclosed that you're advertising for a company. And it makes it seem like these products are lived in and it's real stories of people actually loving these products instead of an advertisement. And it's supposed to make you feel like you want to buy these things. On Instagram, you didn't used to have to put hashtag ad on something until Fyre Festival blew up. And if you don't know what Fyre Festival is, celebrities and influencers were paid to advertise Fyre Festival, which ended up being a complete scam. So anyone who advertised for them was liable to being sued for false advertising. So stating that something is an ad keeps you legally safe from any scandal that might have happened within a company. But I don't think TikTok has been regulated yet. So for now, it's hard to tell the difference between an advertisement and just a story made by a real person.
It's kind of frustrating for me being on social media nowadays because I absolutely love fashion and I follow all these fashion pages, and so many of them just have like luxury fashion is like what they kind of do. It's what they're into. It's definitely a growing industry, and it's because they've really done their work of making sure that you see luxury fashion everywhere and see it as like the thing that you want to attain. Like once you've made it in life, then you buy luxury clothing, which is crazy that they've been able to do this. And I am no exception. I literally, I want that like cute Gucci belt to wear with all of my plain t-shirts and jeans and just make me look super classy and like I know how to dress. I think designer handbags are like generally cute, and I probably reference designer runway shows in every single video that I make about trend forecasting because I think that their stuff is interesting to look at and it's cool. And I can't say that if I had millions of dollars that I wouldn't splurge on this stuff and want to like show it off or like have myself seen in pictures wearing this designer clothing. But it's because I've been just as affected as everyone else and thinking that once you've made it in life, you'll have designer clothing. Or if you have designer clothing, people will think you've made it in life because it's such a status symbol, and just by having it, you expect to feel like so good. But it's just stuff, and stuff is never gonna give you this like internal satisfaction. You're never gonna be like, oh, now I feel complete because I have this Gucci belt or Louis Vuitton handbag or wearing Coach clothing. Coach puts out clothing, right? So you know the term subliminal advertising? Basically like in movies or in a music video or something, they'll just like ever so carefully make sure that the brand is facing the camera so that people see whatever it is being associated with whatever cool thing is going along. So this is happening on TikTok, of course, this subliminal advertising where really, really popular stuff, I started noticing that as creators get like bigger and more of a following, it's more likely that I'll see something designer in their TikTok. And I'm like, that has to be on purpose. It's crazy how they've managed to rebrand luxury fashion for Gen Z and millennials and say, hey, like your favorite people wear this, don't you want to be like them? Like, I'm sure they're more sophisticated than that sort of message, but you know what I'm saying? You're probably wondering, how do I know that brands are doing this besides every single post ever being hashtag added, hashtag ad. Besides that, in my fashion merchandising class, we've gone over how to market to Gen Z and reading what these marketing agencies are writing about Gen Z and millennials, but mostly Gen Z. And what they've found is that Gen Z and millennials are more likely to buy something from someone who's like a friend or someone that they see as like a peer versus a commercial. So typical forms of marketing aren't gonna work as well on these generations. So that's why they're turning to influencers, because influencers have built this relationship over the camera with their viewers. And so many times, like I see influencers being like, guys, thank you so much. Like, I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. You're amazing. And I really care about you. And they'll make their own successes be our success, and they share so much of their lives that it's hard not to feel like you're close with them. If you know so much about somebody, you get this like bond with them. And so when they tell you, oh my gosh, I just love this Gucci bag, how are you supposed to feel? You're almost influenced the same way that if a really close friend told you that they love this Gucci bag or they love this new product and this skincare item like did miracles to their skin. You're like, oh my gosh, I want to try it, because you trust them and you care what they have to say and you'll listen to them. And luxury brands know this. And the difference is it's not like a $5 lip gloss that they are advertising. It's like thousands of dollars worth of product for one product. Thousands of dollars. For most Americans, that'd be like one whole month's income for one bag or maybe more. And as a creator who's currently making exactly $0 from everything that I'm doing, I can't say that I would never like have a sponsored post or I wouldn't advertise for stuff, but I think that as a creator, you need to take some responsibility for what you're advertising and making sure that you're not pushing maybe kind of a toxic message to especially like a young audience, especially teenagers. It's just interesting to me, and I don't really have an answer to this. It just really bothers me that brands have gotten like so creepy to the point where they know that we'll listen to these people that we really like on the internet, to the point where they can keep solidifying themselves as like the brand of opulence and success and beauty and riches and status and all these things that you want to be, and they're doing that to kids at such a young age is solidifying that place in these kids' mind of this is the product that you go for once, like the minute that you can afford it. So I think luxury clothing is not going to go away anytime soon. I think it was like in 2008, like luxury brands got like kind of a scare because like millennials weren't buying luxury clothing because like we're broke. And I think they've really worked hard to change that and have used the internet and influencers It sounds so dramatic for me to say they're using them against us, but that's kind of how I feel, because luxury clothing, for the most part, sorry, but I kind of think it's a waste of money. I know Jeffree Star is like, it's an investment to invest in a bag. Like, no, for most of us, it's not. A Roth IRA is an investment, not a Birkin bag. You know, it's just not realistic for most people. And I don't like that it's being made seem like something that's normal and should be attained. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't want to come across like I hate fashion or that I think people marketing fashion is a horrible thing, because I love fashion. Fashion is literally what my whole channel is about. I just don't like it when I feel like I'm being tricked into buying something, because I actually do believe that a good outfit can give you confidence and empower you to do the things that you care about. And I think that you can make each day amazing, one great outfit at a time. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but that's literally what I think. Anyways, that is all. I hope you liked watching this video, or at least will understand what's going on when you see luxury brands marketed to you on social media and not take it too seriously. If you liked this video, go ahead and leave me a like, maybe comment or subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you next week with a fashion related video. Also, please do not mind how frizzy my hair is, because I decided to curl my hair while my hair was still slightly wet, which was a terrible decision. It's fine.
I have a story time. So I just got back from Gucci, because you know, when you're not feeling yourself, you go to places that make you feel good.